Hey, hello everybody. Christian Johnston with ArcSpace. Basically, our team started working a while ago. I came out of the film and TV industry. We saw obviously there's a massive need for housing, but a lot of it is to try to figure out what kind of mechanisms can be put together and how you break through a lot of the regulatory issues. So me and some of our guys that came out of indie filmmaking really tried to apply the best of what we could from our side, and luckily folks like Borough have helped us try to really overcome some of the regulatory issues. So I'll show you guys a couple slides of some of the things we've been working on. Actually, you can go one past this slide real quick. This was a vacant parking lot in the Arts District right in downtown. So we really tried to put something together that within 48 hours we could install a 2-story modular affordable housing unit. Obviously, when you're in a vacant parking lot, you don't want to have to put in $500,000 worth of water lines worth of other utilities. So how can you have a sustainable off-grid modular building system that's multi-story, that's self-sustaining? So this was a project that we did 3 years ago. It's currently still under research and development across from the Los Angeles Clean Tech Incubator, who we've partnered with. And we've really been doing a handful of projects like this where we are creating our own drinking water with zero mass water. We're showing how a true sub $200 a square foot affordable housing unit can be installed extremely quickly with very little on-site expenses. As we know, it can really drive up costs. You can see some of the photos of the inside here. Most people wouldn't consider that this is actually an affordable housing unit. We didn't put the density into this unit for what a transitional bridge homeless shelter project would look like. But right after we finished this, Mayor Garcetti was one of our first visitors, and he kind of held off a 30-person entourage and spent a half hour with us and said, "Can you scale this?" So 3 years ago, we kind of got the call to action. Our teams have been working diligently on a global level to try and reach the 500 to 1,000 housing units per month of this type of building technology. This one in particular was a sort of a container style structure, but some of the new innovations we've been working on with a few of our partners around North America and Mexico really have a very diverse set of engineering opportunities to hopefully bring this on a much faster level. Currently, I'm up in San Jose. We're doing hopefully what's going to be one of the first net zero sustainable bridge homeless shelter projects in California. We have a 90-day timeline from deposit through all of our architecture MEP stamps. We're using a prefabricated foundation, which hasn't been used of this application before, which can be removed within a day, sits lightly on the soil. We're inviting some of our partners in. I can't announce who, but certain high-level gig economies up here in Silicon Valley we're dragging them into this equation to really help show how public-private partnerships can underwrite some of these solutions. This structure you're looking at here is a pilot project for an emergency temporary workforce housing development. We have been donated 3 or 4 different sites throughout California to display essentially rapid multi-story density that can be emergency, meaning it can be within a month and it can be removed within 2 weeks. It'll create its own food, water, power, local economies, and ultimately under $200 a square foot with subsidies. These are things that can be privately owned or with community land trusts, I think can change the dynamic. So happy to speak with any of you guys at more length, give more details, but I love being in the company of all the speakers, and hopefully I'd love to team up on a pilot project or something more. So.